Howdy Kandorians, we're here playing Dragon Quest, Echoes of an Elusive Age. And believe me folks, there's plenty of story and I'll do more games. Mind you, this game is very long, but it's so worth it. I'm gonna do at least a good 20 videos, because that's how long this game is. And I will do it eventually. I'm going to get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new file, and yeah, I know I have a file that says Kal-El. Don't ask me. Let's see. I'm just gonna do. Oops. Oops. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Actually, I got another one. I got another idea. Another name for it. There you go. I'm gonna call myself. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna call myself Axel. Okay. Definitely lighter. Definitely a lot lighter, because sometimes I have issues. Anyway, there you go. Boom, boom. Let's get into it. Adventure created log. Anyway, so let's do this. And here's the funny part. Watch what's going on with this little guy. A lot of people nearly avoid this little squirt. Look at this. He's like, nobody sees me, haha. And I love how there's danger and he turns black. Mind you, nobody still sees him, even if he turns that color. You know, black. I'm like, oh damn. Nobody sees him. In fact, everybody ignores his ass. Like, barely, like, 3 times already, he's nearly missed. Getting hit.
This child, he is the one. There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Aww, ain't he cute? Coochie. And the lady's pretty, very pretty. Obviously the mom. And the baby's like, mommy, I love mommy. And yes, of course, great tragedy. It's a classic cliche when a lot of these stories. Where the bad guys basically try to use death and destruction to basically get rid of their biggest problem. Bit of a foreboding concept, isn't it, folks? The whole darkness falls. Oh. I don't know about you folks, but every time I hear a baby crying, I'm like, what? No! Baby, don't cry!
What are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive?
Oh.
You're a jolly one. What's this? You poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
And before you ask, folks, yeah, it's by the same creators as Dragon Ball. So literally, when I saw this guy, when I saw the grandpa, I was like, Grandpa Gohan! Seriously, that was my first thought, is like, Grandpa Gohan! What? Well, it is, here's the ironic part. The guys that made this whole entire series, entirely, was the same guys that did Dragon Ball. If you haven't noticed some of the character models. Like, for instance, the main character, right here. He looks like Trunks, doesn't he? With the sword and everything. There you go.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way.
Right?
Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Say, alright, I'm coming. Alright, woof. Coming. Axel, seeing you, my dear Genma, all set for a big day, must be proud as anything, both as mayor and as grandfather. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown up now, and this means the tour and the offering yours, kid. Thanks. Now, it's time for you to be on your way. Head up top, give to the spirit of the land, then come back down and tell us how you like the view. Oh, and it's your ever unsure about the next, try pushing triangle. Okay, that makes sense. Just look at you, Axel. My little boy, all grown up. Now, Pogama, you here to think you've been experienced since you were tiny. Inseparable since you were tiny, and here you are, about to climb the tour together. Oh, and if you lose your way, just follow Sandy. The dog's got more sense than any of us. Off you go now, dear. I know the two of you will be just fine, and make sure you a delicious supper waiting for you when you get back. That's what a mother should always be, like accommodating, but knowing that she has to let go. You know, to the point where she's a sweetheart, no matter what, even if you're grown. It's like, oh, it's been a while. Come here, sit down, and I'll make you dinner.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb... Oh!
Anxious dogging. Uh-oh. Slimes!
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way.
Ah, it's probably a good thing I have a sword, huh?
Get him! Crumbs! Crikey! Go on! Crumbs! Here you go!
Yeah, she's only good. She's only good for when I'm. I can understand why though. So basically, me and the dog are the only attackers, and I don't even get to control the dog. Thanks so much, Sandy.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
There we go. We got health. We got health items.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
Speaking of Sandy, hey, wait up.
And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
I love how, like, in a lot of these, one thing I like about this game, it actually gives you kind of a glimpse on certain cultures. Mind you, they're actually based in a lot of the cultures in real world. Like, for instance, when these guys are talking, I'm thinking, wow, okay, so you're either British or, you know, hell, even Welsh, who knows? Mind you, I get it. Great Britain owns Wales, but still, it's a different country as far as I understand it. Again, as far as I understand it, I'm not entirely 100% sure on that. Yes. Preemptive strike.
Get him!
And KO. Oh, no, you don't. You hurt my dog? Don't hurt my dog.
Phew.
I got... Yeah. Yeah, leveling up at that level, at that way, it's gonna take forever and a day. So I'm gonna go around doing searchings. Mind you, like I said, if I really want to get into the good stuff, it will take me forever and a day. So I'm gonna do like the footnotes and a lot of things, but it still will take a while. I just hope you guys will bear with me. In fact, I'm gonna consider doing this as a series, like a series that will happen more often. And if you have any, like I said, if you have any other questions, any other, you know, ideas of games I can try to check out, I'm fully aware of some of them. Maybe I can do it here. Nope. No. Tactics. Nope. Attributes. No, it's not there yet, but like, there's a point later, obviously. Where you gain the points and they allow you to allocate to like certain stats. Like for instance, if you want to get like extra attack points using certain weapons, because you can actually, like, each character has the ability to go up to like 3 weapons. Mind you, you have to be very careful because the more weapons you get, it's the harder it is to get all the weapons. Because literally, each character doesn't get certain weapons. Like, for instance, this guy here, he gets the ability to eventually dual wield. I love that, and it's so easy later in the game. It makes the game so much more fun too, because, like, you know, I love dual wielding. I mean, seriously, it's just double damage. So whenever I attack somebody, it's gonna hit them twice. And of course, the more into the game you get, the more cool abilities you get. And of course, like every Dragon Quest game you have, or any Toriyama game you get, there's that mode where it looks like they're going Super Saiyan.
Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
No. It's never really normal.
What? Cole? Quick! You have to help it!
It's not like you had to tell me twice.
It's not fog at all. It's more monsters. Get him!
Ow. Oh. Funny thing is, the dog is an immortal object, so she can take just about anything. Ah, big ball of gas is already down for the count. I feel like that ability of hers is never stopped.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
It helps.
Well done.
Boom! Level 3. Mind you. It's a good thing.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero. Not far to the top now.
So, crikey, yeah, it's...
It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Okay, so the accent would be Whitechapel, maybe? And I'm only saying this because I've actually seen different documentaries and all that kind of things to certain places in England, like districts, like the cities or the great certain locations in England. Heck, not even in England sometimes. Some of them have different districts, you know, in the English Empire. And shoot, I better be quiet now because I know I'm gonna get grief later, because I might just be speaking out of my ass. Like I said, I've only seen certain things, so I don't know if they're entirely 100% correct, so don't... If you guys ever are listening to me as this, I'm only just blabbering. I don't really 100% think I'm in the right here.
It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
Aw, man. Ooh. Death blow. It was a shock, wasn't it?
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Probably because I did.
Look, the mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony.
I don't know what I'd do without you. You know what? I don't want to find out. Let's get married.
Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
Wow, even that prayer works.
Wow! Look!
I love how he has no actual voice. Like, honestly, to me, it's kind of annoying because they could easily give him a voice, but they never did.
It just goes on and on and on.
I mean, they give him expressions and stuff, but that's it.
Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
be waiting for us at the bottom.
Oh, it's like, dang. So I'm going downstairs. Too bad. I wanted to get some more levels going, but that can happen in a little. Honestly, I am gonna do a full video of nothing but grinding in the next few days. Mind you, I'm not gonna do it today because, well, I don't really have the time for it. It's gonna be 2 full videos of me just trying to basically grow up to a certain level. It ain't gonna be high, mind you.
We're back safe
It's only
and
gonna be
sound,
like 1 or
Grandad.
2 levels up. And believe me, at the rate in the beginning, it takes forever, folks. Like, that's the irritation part to me, is like when you try to level up.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that.
The more the further you got into the game, the more experience you get. But the problem is, by that time, you need like almost an hour of grinding just to get to the next level.
When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Axel explains what happens on top of the tour.
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
So, okay, so there's this is the village. It's those run-of-the-mills, you know, little towns. You know, little things. Buildings. Livestock, all that kind of crud. Wholesome people. Kids that play. Oh, there's Sandy. That dang well, apparently she does. That dog does have more sense than most people. Yeah, good dog.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you.
Huh.
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the Tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Ah. Wholesome, isn't it, folks? Realizing, hey, cool, I'm legendary, yay. But my mama's still my mama. See, here's the thing. That's only scratching the surface of what's going on here. It's it's really a cute story, actually. And little tear jerking. And yes, I'll eventually get to that. And like me, every single one of you guys is gonna start bawling like babies. 'Cause when I saw that for the first time, I cried. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I cried. I'm a sucker for a good story, but wow, that got me good. When I was a kid, I used to love fairy tales, because, you know, they always had this ability or magic or some kind of something that gave them, you know, something special, you know? Mind you, I get it. A lot of it was just for, you know, to prioritize who was the main character in the story, but still, I felt like the game, sorry, not the game, but like the actual story, I always wished that was me, you know? Like, I always wished that I had that special something that turned me into some kind of main character. You know, like an isekai, you know? Like, being transported into another world. That would have been interesting to me. I would have been like, huh. But, yeah. And I know for a fact that that kind of stuff is, like, completely fake, obviously. Pure entertainment value, right? Obviously. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not so deluded to thinking that I'm the main character of some big story. No. At the most, I'm just a background character for how much I contribute. That has more to do with the fact that I'm not gonna go out there and, you know, become Bill Gates or nothing, especially under the circumstances I live. I'm not 100% poor, but I'm not I'm not rich neither. Like, honestly.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh?
Yeah.
You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day.
Yeah, it's probably not as, you know, cut and dry as like that. I'm pretty sure the guy had to go through a lot of trials. A lot of things happened.
When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been... That's his star, right there.
The red one, yeah.
How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big event, but don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
That's what happens when you live in a small village, that everybody sees you as a good kid. Everybody goes, well, hate to see you leave, but we know you gotta get your shit done. You'll always have, you know, you'll always have something back here. Mind you. Wait. And yes, one of the few ones where you can actually jump in this game. One of the few adventure games you can jump. Like RPGs like this, usually they give you an action button, but that's about it. Ooh, nice. 50 gold. Really, really good. There you go. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, basically. Okay, so let's get out of here. Mind you, there is a place where you can... Yeah, there's a... Too bad we can't get a better sword, but that's later. Oh, and I am going to the... Yeah. In this series of the game, your save point is what's called the church. And the church, obviously... You know... So I'm gonna do that. All right. Mind you, I have to go the other way. I know. I just remembered. I have to go up here and then head out from there. Say, hey, George. Hey, Frank. Hey, guys. Bye, guys. And dang, my mom gets around fast. This is my little soldier. You're really leaving. You might... Back for a while. Hope you could say your goodbyes. So, ready? Yeah. Well, off with you then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. And we're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? Ha! I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take...
I love how on nothing but a palm you can get a big map.
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Wait! Take this with you. I made it for you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, it's a good, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, and yes. Mind you, it's a series, so if they did one, there was one I wanted to do, but it was for the PS2, and for some reason they decided not to remaster it, but they did make this one. So I guess that kind of makes up for it, I guess. Four. These guys gave me 6, so yeah, I know 3. Okay, so cobblestone sword, yeah. Getting an extra, mind you, defense, and it gives me actual. So yeah. Attributes. Like I said, there's a way to do it, but I don't remember how. Okay. That's later then. Probably when I get my next level up. And yes, I'm going to save up so I can get the double wield. Because that move has saved my bacon more than a few dozen times. Ooh! New monster. I know. It looks like a pickle that just happened to be a little high. Or you could say this, folks, a pickled pickle. Yes, folks, I made that joke, and you can go ahead and chastise me for it. If anybody of you guys understand it, good for you. If you don't, well, that's more the better, because that joke was bad. And why do you ask why I make those giant jokes? Well, folks, because I can. My thing went up like crazy. Not really crazy, just went up well enough. Which one is my highest, aside from my health? Health has to be high. Wow, my charm. Well, I guess I'm handsome. Okay, so I'm at level 4. Yay, I think. Oh yeah, because I leveled up. That's why. Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, why did my level... I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it, but, like, why I received my full points back? But leveling up makes sense. Cucumber gives me 5. 5 experience points, yay! Anyway, so, mind you, I'm at level 4, and most times I prefer to go, like, at least to level 6 before I go to the next level, next
It
town.
can be risky heading.
Okay, so,
See the
base,
What's that? That. Anyway, you'll need to get used to what campsite is like. Well, that's all.
okay, so basically, there's campsites that I can, you know, recover from, like, it's basically a save point. Allows me to get healed up. It's a good place to farm. It really is. And later it has other uses, but that's later. There's even a point where I can actually, well, I guess I could say it now. There's a point where I can actually forge my own weapons, but that's kind of further into the game. Oh, and look at these guys. See? Mind you, if you look for them, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. And for some weird reason, I don't think I found out why yet, but I'm the only one that was able to I'm the only one that can find see them, supposedly. Like, imagine this, is like, you never seen those things before? It's like, I've seen them a few times, but never had anything to say about it because I thought it was just my imagination. It's like, why is that? Every time I said it to my family and my friends, they thought I was nuts. Did he just wiggle himself? Woo! He just stuck himself. I mean, that's... I mean, technically that'd be a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. For now. Mind you, it's a great sword, and it's a double-handed sword. Dang. Chunk of Firestone. Alright guys, it looks like, well, there's 2 of them. I'm gonna ooh, 2 of these guys. What? They disappeared. Excuse me. Flintstone, I meant to say. Ooh, bad monsters, and I get to face them all. Yes, there's a crow with a... Ow. Ow. And it... Ow. Eight. I mean, generally, that's... There we go. I'm gonna do another 8. Ooh. Acceleration attack, which is good if it worked, but it doesn't. Not in this situation, no. Let's see what one of these guys gives. Ooh. Oh, 3. Okay, that makes sense now. The pickles guys gives you more. I thought these guys would give me more, but it doesn't. Ah, there we go. We got an 8. I just basically did a double attack on his ass. Ooh! I'm going to see... Oh, that's good. That's not what I was trying to do. Mind you, attributes, and I need 29 XP to get to my next level. Let's see how much I get here. See? Super Saiyan. Power of Pep. Yeah. Mind you, I'm not the only one that has the ability to do that. Yes, folks, my enemies can do it too. It's funny, but annoying. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, so let's see. Oh! Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to cut this one short soon. But thank you for tuning in to my videos, and I would appreciate, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, please very much. I'm here basically every other week. Do at least 3 videos a week. So if you guys help me out, I would sincerely appreciate it. Thank you very much. And like always, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, I don't know what to tell you. Take care. Candor out.